think that the President Barack Obama has made a very strong point a few days ago, saying that he was maybe ready to at least recognize a coherent Syrian opposition authority, and that he was maybe ready to also take a more audacious position on that specific Syrian file. But I don't know to what extent he's really going to do it. But I think that now he has 4 years beyond him. He can take a more courageous position on that.
Of course, another big issue on the foreign policy agenda for Barack Obama is the peace process in the Middle East. World leaders, both Mahmoud Abbas, the Palestinian president, and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, congratulating Obama on this win. But what about the peace process in the Middle East? Could there be a breakthrough in the coming years?
I'm not sure this is a priority for Barack Obama right now. I think that also the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has, in a certain way, succeeded to sideline the Israeli-Palestinian issue and put the Iran issue on the forefront of the international scene and the international agenda. And so to me, Iran is going to be the #1 foreign policy issue that Barack Obama will have to address. And what we can also expect is an increasing Israeli pressure to take a more aggressive approach towards Iran.
What about Iran precisely? Will diplomacy be the way to go? Sanctions? Is that what the president will continue to do?
That's exactly what the president wants to continue to do, is increase economic sanctions, go for diplomacy, maybe try again cyber attacks, as he has been also doing under his first mandate. So his strategy is really to try and prevent the use of military force, and also to prevent Iran from acquiring the nuclear bomb. So I think this will persist to be his policy. But then you might have, if Israel decides to militarily strike Iran, then Obama will have to take a different position.
Alexandra, just very briefly, China is also choosing its new leaders right about now. Communist Party leaders are deciding who will rule the country for the next decade. What kind of evolution can we see in U.S.-Chinese relations over the next 10 years?
I think this is going to be, I think China is probably the issue where the president is going to be the most judged and looked at in terms of foreign policy and foreign policy legacy, especially as Barack Obama has really been putting a focus on this so-called pivot or rebalancing towards Asia. I think one of his first trips abroad is going to be in Asia. I think the challenge here in the U.S.-China relationship is that the United States is more and more dependent economically vis-à-vis China, but at the same time, China is presenting an increasingly important threat in terms of security within the South Sea of Asia, of China, and so you have these different aspects of the relationship that makes it very complex. And I think that Obama will have to try and reshuffle a bit the way he communicates on his strategy towards Asia as well.